these guys should file for life insurance because they'd be absolutely minted. I'm Ashley with WatchMojo, and these are the top 10 anime characters who have died the most times. For this list, we'll be looking at those individuals who have somehow managed to leap off the mortal coil several times over. Whether it's parallel universes, time travel, or just terrible luck, these characters ended up with quite the sizable bill as far as funeral arrangements. And once you're done with the video, why not head over to my Twitter at AshJBo and tell me which anime characters you wanted to die a few more times.
Mayuri!
Hey guys, I just want to turn to our sponsor for a minute because I have an important question for you. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? Well, that may soon be answered because Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Arrow of the Orion is getting a theatrical release nationwide in the US on July 23rd, and it's a one-time only event. That means more of Belle's adventurous escapades, more awesome action, and most importantly, more Hestia. Best of all, it's the perfect time to see it because Season 2 is just beginning, so don't wait. Tickets to this one-night-only event are selling out fast, so click the link in the description to buy your tickets from Fathom Events today. Number 10, Ash Ketchum, Pokemon Series. He may be absolute shite when it comes to winning Pokemon tournaments, but if there's one thing the eternal 10-year-old has nailed down, it's dying.
We're down there!
Who can forget the time he hung out with a trio of ghost Pokemon after a chandelier landed on him, or when he got inexplicably turned into stone after getting caught between Mew and Mewtwo's attacks? Heck, he even ended up kicking the bucket in the Elsewhere timeline of Pokemon the movie I Choose You.
Pikachu.
Hey, maybe that's the secret behind his unfading youth. He just has to die every couple of seasons.
I'll miss you, buddy. I love you.
Number 9, Dandy, Space Dandy. While there have been a few exceptions, you can always count on the crew of the Aloha Oe to meet some kind of interstellar end, only for Dandy to be back the next episode and on the way to boobies. The benefits of being the one constant that binds all universes together.
But hey, at least I die with a full head of hair.
He's been caught in a planetary explosion, fallen victim to a zombie apocalypse, sent tumbling billions of years into the future, possibly replaced by an alien chameleon, caused a second Big Bang, plus that one time he reset everything in the universe, wiping out all alternate dimensions and reducing everything into a singularity. Yeah, this guy did all that. Number 8, Leomon, Digimon Series. Jeez, they really had it out for this fluffy fella, didn't they? Across practically every series, this digital lion has found himself getting deleted in some pretty harrowing ways. In the original series, he got himself slain by Metal Etamon while protecting the Digidestined.
You're a good rival.
In Tamers, he was stabbed in the guts by Beelzemon, consequently tipping Jerry over the edge due to grief and paving the way for the events of the D-Reaper.
Be brave, Jerry. Part of me will always be with you. Remember, you have a lion's heart.
Even the damn Try movies didn't skip out on their chance to put down the not-so-pretty kitty. Number 7, Sato Kazuma, Konosuba, God's blessing on this wonderful world.
気をしない近くの病院に搬送医者や看護師に笑われながら心臓麻痺やめろ聞きたくない
While nothing will ever compare to the time where he died from shock while attempting to save a young maiden who wasn't really in any danger. We can't forget that ever since hooking up with the dysfunctional party of a useless goddess, masochistic paladin, and explosion-obsessed mage, Kazuma has danced with death many a time, only to get whisked back to life by a far more capable goddess a moment later. Though, getting his head lopped off by a snow demon and drowning in acidic slime probably wouldn't have been his preferred method of dropping dead. Number 6, Piccolo, Dragon Ball series.
Goodbye, my friend.
Yeah, that's right, Piccolo over Krillin. Let's be honest, everyone is a veteran when it comes to death in this show, though the one to take the crown is none other than everyone's favorite Namekian.
Piccolo was the first to try, and the first to die.
Despite being able to regenerate his limbs, Piccolo found himself in dire need of a wish-granting dragon after getting blasted apart by Nappa, slain by androids in an alternate timeline, blown up by Kid Buu, dying along with an exploding Earth in another alternate timeline if you follow GT, all before getting killed by Frieza again in Super. It ain't easy being green. Number 5, Madoka Kaname, Puella Magi Madoka Magica.
Why? You knew you were gonna get killed all along.
Make a contract with Kyubey, and you will end up paying for it. Just ask the pink-haired magical girl. In order to save her friend from her doomed fate, Homura was willing to travel back through time again and again in order to change things. Sadly, it always ended in tragedy. If she wasn't killed off during the final battle with Walpurgis Night, then she ended up either getting killed during a scuffle with other magical girls, or worst of all, ended up becoming the biggest, baddest witch of them all. Even when she ascended to godhood in order to put an end to the incubator's twisted designs, she ended up removing herself from reality, so not much better.
Sorry, I've got to go meet the others now.
Number 4, Subaru Natsuki, ReZero, starting life in another world. How much shit can one take before they totally break inside? If you're Subaru, apparently a fair deal. Being able to transport back to the exact moment he entered the strange new world, you'd think this tracksuit-wearing knight would have been able to run circles around his foes due to his infinite amounts of restarts. Unfortunately, it only occurs after death, which is only made worse when you consider just how many of Subaru's expirations were horrifically violent. Gutted by Elsa, sliced apart by Rem, decapitated out in the cold, no wonder he accumulated so much trauma. You poor, poor bastard. Number 3, Sakura Kasukabe, Bludgeoning Angel Dokuro-Chan.
No way, Dokuro! I mean, you look really great and all,
You might think having 2 stunning angels follow you around all the time might sound like an ideal situation, but for this guy, it's his own special hell. All thanks to Dokuro and the giant spiked club she carries everywhere. Can you see where this is going? Thanks to her angelic ability to bring people back from the dead, the seemingly adorable cherub has no problem smashing Sakura to bloody chunks, strangling him until his neck snaps, ripping out his eyes, and basically subjecting him to every kind of torture imaginable. You have to wonder if a heavenly romance with Dokuro is even worth it after going through all that.
Thank you for saving me, Dokuro-chan.
Sakura-kun!
Number 2, Hyatts, XL Saga. If we're talking purely on-screen numbers, then this sidekick takes home the gold as the undisputed queen of keeling over.
Why are you here? Look!
It's kinda hard to top 50 deaths over the course of one series. Granted, most of these involve Hyatt casually falling back and coughing up blood at the most inconvenient of times. Seriously, even the most casual of touches can result in her on the floor, dead as a doornail.
There she goes again!
Considering her various demises are treated as gags, they succeed in their gruesome purpose. Of course, nothing compares to the one time Hyatt ended up gushing out so much blood, she ended up drowning the planet Red.
Hello? Hot-on! Isn't that enough? Hello? Hello?
Not quite at the end yet, almost there though. Just be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. Alright, back to business. Number 1, Mayuri Shiina, Steins Gate. In terms of both frequency and impact, nothing compares to the many ends of this slightly slow, forever chipper little lady. After being gunned down by Cern's enforcers, Okabe throws caution to the wind and frantically tries to save his childhood friend, leaping from timeline to timeline in the hopes of preventing her murder. While he may have been able to take Moika and her gun out of the picture, that doesn't prevent the laws of the universe from offing Mayuri in a multitude of other ways. Car crash, falling down the stairs, collapsing in front of an oncoming train, it appeared no amount of mad science could protect this cinnamon roll from the Reaper. She's not the sharpest tool in the shed, but she's likely been bludgeoned by every other one in one timeline or another.
しかしどんな手を尽くしてもマユリは死んだ。
Just a reminder to click the link below to get your tickets to see Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Arrow of the Orion in theaters. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.